Yeah, let's see what we got here. And they stay together pretty well too. Put a little bit tartar sauce on top. Give it a little taste. Ça c'est bon. So instead of making crab cakes, I'm gonna kind of use the same recipe and make some redfish cakes, just to use up the last of my redfish. I'm gonna put this through a food processor first, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it in smaller cubes. That way I can do it a little quicker. So you know, like that. So let me get that all cut up. And that's how we look. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pulse this a little bit in the food processor. So we use half of a third of a cup of mayo. This is half of 1 egg beaten, 1 tablespoon of mustard. Use Dijon if you got it. I didn't. I'm using yellow mustard. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Some red pepper. I'm gonna use a little bit of Tabasco. A few dashes in there. A little bit I'm gonna just use a little bit Slap Your Mama seasoning. I don't know yet how much, but a couple of sprinkles. Go ahead and mix that up real good. So that's how we look. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend the other 3 ingredients. We got 1 tablespoon of parsley. We got 1/4 of a cup of panko breadcrumbs, and then a half of a 1/4 of a cup of panko breadcrumbs. And we got the this is the redfish that I passed through the food processor, and that's 8 ounces. So now we're going to go ahead and blend those together. And the recipe doesn't call for this, but I mean, who in their right mind would make any kind of a fish cake without some green onion tops? So I'm just very finely cut, maybe I don't know, maybe half of a teaspoon or so. So let me get that ready. Alrighty, now we're gonna go ahead and add this to the liquid, and we're gonna make four patties with it. So there you go. That's how we look. And the recipe I'm using says to fry it in oil, which I don't think that's going to be proper for any kind of crab cake or fish cake. So I'm going to make it in clarified butter. So let me go ahead and get the butter properly clarified, and I'll show you the next step. And basically, to clarify butter, all we do is the white cream that floats up, you want to skim that off as it floats to the top, and basically get most of it removed, and then that's how you clarify butter. And when y'all done, that's how it kind of should look. Mine browned a little bit, but that's okay. I'm basically, when you start skimming it, just leave the pan tilted, because you don't want to get that foam back into the butter. And I'm gonna just pour this out in a dish. Now we're gonna go ahead and get ready to fry them. This is my clarified butter, and it should be pretty clear. They should have no cream left in it. And all this does, it gives everything a butter taste, but this has a lot higher temperature before it actually burn. So you won't get those little black specks when you're frying butter. This is my fish cakes. And I try to make them 4 of the same size. So once my butter gets hot, I'm gonna drop those in, and we'll cook them I guess between 3 and 5 minutes per side. And once your butter gets nice and heated, I think a little spatula would do well to get them out the plate. And like I said, between 3 and 5 minutes per side. And to eat with this, some homemade tartar sauce. This is just a little bit mayo, some relish. I'm using sweet relish, and a little bit lemon juice. And I'll put a couple dashes of Tabasco pepper in here as well. And that'll be my tartar sauce. And that's how we look. So we'll go ahead and turn them all. Oh, got a little issue with that one. I guess I didn't have it quite formed enough. All right, do the other side. So I went ahead and flipped them again. We'll get a little bit more brown on that original side. Maybe for another minute or so here. Total cook time, maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes, 12 minutes or so. I'm not really timing it, but I'm gonna check it, see what we got. So we definitely at 145, so about a minute, just to get a nice little brown on the other side. Then we'll be done. And once they're brown to your liking, I like to take my little colander and put in a bowl. This is what I'm gonna set them in, just to kind of get some of the clarified butter, to drip to the bottom. And I guess I'll put this one in too. So that's the one that kind of split a little bit. I guess I didn't have it formed perfectly when I made it. So there you go. That's how we look. I'm gonna go ahead and give one a little taste and kind of see what it tastes like. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Thanks.